Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Spartan Sports Report here on TV3. And Clint and I are very happy to have a special guest with us. Clint, would you like to introduce her?
Yes, this is Sandy. She has been the Spartanettes coach for
32 years.
32 years. And you run Sandy's Dance Explosion downtown.
Yes.
And that's been how long?
This is my 60th recital.
Oh, okay. You don't want us to bring that back up, do we?
So you're going to keep doing it till you get it right. Is that what it is?
I'm just going to keep doing it till I can't do it anymore.
As a coach of the Spartanettes, what do you do?
Everything. We have to organize the tryouts. I have to get the judges, the paperwork, the routine that's going to be taught, the technical abilities and everything. We choose them in March. The judges choose them. We have a meeting. They sponsor recital. We get through that, and then we start conditioning June 1st.
Now, what do you do as Spartanettes? We have the CHS cheerleaders.
Yeah. We're there to support the team and to back all the players and to keep energy in that arena, in that bowl, on the field, wherever we're at. We're there to keep the crowd engaged.
Okay.
We're to have a lot of energy.
That's good because that rubs off onto the players.
That's right. That's what we're there for.
That's what it's intended for.
That's what our job is.
And there is no lack of it.
Thank you.
We get to call the games. It's a front row seat, and your girls come out ready to go every night. And there's some moves that Ron and I joke, we're like, oh my God, if I'd moved like that, my back would throw out in 7 places. But you guys do a phenomenal job. And not only the high school team, you guys host a lot of camps for younger girls that are wanting to dance.
Yes.
And so you're busy all year round.
We are busy all year round.
Yeah.
They have maybe the month of May off.
Right.
And then that's it.
Right. And the whole time in the month of May, they're just thinking about what they got to do come June.
I tell them to get ready for conditioning, not to get lazy.
Right.
How big a group do you have, Sandy?
I have 22 girls this year.
Are you limited to that, or?
No. I can, however many have the scores.
Okay.
That's what it is. Totally based on scores. I can have fewer than that. I can have more than that. It just depends on the scores and how it comes out.
Mm-hmm. You have most seniors, or?
I've got 4 seniors this year.
Okay, well,
but one of them is an exchange student.
Okay.
She's from Germany.
Uh-huh.
And she wanted to experience Spartanettes, and so she came on to the team.
Did she have experience?
That's cool.
She had a little bit, but not much. But she's from Germany. Last year we had Iris Lopez, and she was from Spain, and she was a hip-hop dancer. And she just joined right in, and she was having fun. And then a few years ago we had Maria, who was also from Spain, and she was really good, and she just loved it. But yeah.
Sounds interesting.
Well, they're here to experience the different things that America has.
Sure.
And this is totally different. Totally different.
I feel like dance has made a big comeback too. You're seeing a lot of the, and forgive me for not knowing what they're called, but the big dance-offs and the circles, and even going to school dances. You see that kids are forming up and dancing off, and it's cool. They're making the comeback. It was popular, back in the late '90s, early 2000s, and to see that coming back in. And you had 4 seniors. Let's talk about the girls that you had that got to go on trips this year.
Okay, I had 4 girls. The whole team qualified to go to Citrus Bowl. I had 4 girls go to Citrus Bowl. I had Brianna Atkins, I had Ella Miller, Trinity Steele, and Olivia String. They went and performed at Citrus Bowl, and then Gabrielle Rivera performed at the Pearl Harbor parade.
Awesome. That's awesome for those girls to get that experience, I'm sure.
Oh, it is.
How nerve-wracking was it? Were they pretty nervous going into it?
A little bit, but they knew what they were doing.
Sure.
And I always make sure that they know exactly what's going on and everything. So, no, they did really well.
Good.
So these girls from foreign countries, do they have any experience? Or?
Some do. Some don't have that much. But they're wanting to learn, so I make sure hopefully they can at least get pre-game and they can learn the routines as best they can. And then if, I feel like they can perform them, I say, okay, I think you can perform this. Then they'll do that.
So they're enrolled at CHS and sort of tell you what they can do or show you what they can do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're just, it makes them feel welcome. They
Sure.
have, just like we find out usually by the first day of school if we have somebody. And it's like, I'll find out the kid's number and get permission for me to give it to my team. And they'll like meet her that first day of school and help her and show her around and everything to classes.
Okay.
And kind of take her in, because I mean, it's scary going to a different country.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah, it's scary going to a different zip code to a school, let
Yeah.
alone a different country where cultural things are different.
Yes.
And so that's good. Now, what have you noticed anything that your team takes as far as from culture from these other places?
Some of their customs
Yeah.
and the way their school runs and everything, and how it's so different.
I
you
bet.
know.
I
And
bet.
some of the social rules and everything, they're different from one country to this
Sure.
one.
Sure.
You know.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a good opportunity for our kids as well to get that learning experience,
Yeah.
not just the foreign exchange students. So.
Yeah. And they get to appreciate what we have here.
Now, let's see. I think we've got 5 broadcasts left. How many more home games are you guys dancing at?
There is just 2 more home games. Senior night is Thursday.
Okay.
And that's senior night for the basketball players, the Spartanettes, cheerleaders, band, guard.
That'd be a long night, won't
Right.
it?
And then the senior cheerleaders and Spartanettes are performing together at halftime.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we have the guy-girl,
Right.
which is huge. I
The
know.
big day here, right?
The big day. Yes, on the 22nd.
Okay. And so
That's
you have
the
22
Lawrenceburg
girls.
game.
I'm assuming they have 22 partners dancing
Yeah,
with them. So we'll
44
have,
kids.
oh boy.
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
Anything can go wrong. Anything can go wrong. And it's been tough with weather.
Sure.
I've had to cancel a practice. I've got 4 basketball players. I've got 3 swimmers. I had 2 wrestlers. I've got 2 8th grade basketball players.
Okay.
We even have 8th graders
Okay.
this year.
All right.
So, yeah.
So we're hoping that this weather mix that they're talking about this week just stays
Oh, yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll hope with you, won't we, Fran?
That and the sickness.
Yeah, that as well. That as well. We were worried about that with girls sectional hosting
yeah.
all those different communities into the bowl. It was like, man, this week could potentially be really bad in the way of sickness. But so far, from what I understand, everybody's doing okay. The girls are doing okay. So
It's just Monday.
yeah, it's just Monday. It's just Monday. I'm trying to be optimistic.
Yeah,
though.
it's just Monday.
How often do you practice every day?
During the summer, we practice 4 days a week, and anyway, we start out at 2 hours for the first 6 practices, and then we go to 3 hours because I'm teaching them a home routine that we take to camp, and then we have a practice the day before we leave for camp, which is the day after moratorium. We have practice on that Monday, and then we leave for camp at Ball State on that Tuesday.
And you guys do basketball games?
We do boys and girls basketball games. We do football games. We're open to doing soccer games or any other place they want us. We've done volleyball. We like to perform at volleyball games. So, yeah, we're available to perform wherever.
I imagine that net could get kind of tricky, trying to get out there on the volleyball floor.
Oh, we practice.
Yeah.
I
I
go down the line, I set chairs, and I go, net,
Yeah.
net.
Yeah, nobody wants to be that
I
girl,
said,
right?
you don't want to get clotheslined. Yeah.
Who helps you, Sandy?
Alexis Newman is my assistant, and my daughter, Sydney Job.
Uh-huh.
They are my 2 assistants.
So are you satisfied with their work?
Yep.
Okay. So you're not going to fire them?
No. No.
Okay.
No, we get along good.
Well, that's
Yeah,
good.
good.
That's good. So schools are in its final months, I guess we can say.
Yeah.
And then what happens again during the summer?
Well, we have tryouts in March 12th, 13th, with the judging on the 14th, and then we do the conditioning.
Uh-huh.
Then we go to camp. We come back from camp. We hold our summer kids camp. And then we have the fair. We do dunk tank at the fair. And the kids perform there. And then school starts. And then we go 2 days a week on Wednesdays and Thursdays from 7 to 9.
Talk about conditioning. How do you condition? You don't lift weights and things, do you? You do?
We lift some weights, yeah. It's kind of, dance is so different, and I'm talking to somebody now trying to set up some kind of weight system for dancers. And we're going to try and start that this summer. But my girls do lift weights with their other sports because I share athletes, a bunch of athletes. And then you got to get your body in shape from head to toe.
Ultimately, that probably works in their favor when they're multi-sport athletes because cardio to me seems to be the biggest thing you need in those dances that can go 4 and 5 minutes. And while you're watching them, you're like, wow, that's cool. That's a lot of work that those girls are putting in for 4 and 5 minutes. So
flexibility, core, strengthening your core.
And these days there's so many CrossFit and cross training and body weight exercises. So there's never a shortage of that, I'm sure. It's just getting the girls motivated to do it 11 months of the year.
Now, do these girls have to maintain their grades like athletes?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
So that means they have to make A's and B's?
I prefer that. I prefer high GPAs. I promote that as much as possible.
Okay.
And at the end of the last semester, we were like, maybe an average of 3.7, 3.8.
Great.
So, I got a lot of girls that are 4.0s.
Has any girls have to leave because of grades, or do you help them?
Not usually. They would, because within our group we have girls that can help them.
Sure.
And I say, hey, you're
buddy up. And,
you're going to meet with her on this day. Let's get these grades up.
So it's part of your responsibility, isn't it?
Yeah.
It would be tough to tell a girl that she can't do it anymore because of her grades.
Yeah, it would be.
Have you ever had that occasion occur?
Nope.
Well, that's good.
Not yet.
That's probably good that you got those upperclassmen that can...
They know coming in. I mean, one of the things that I hear around is when somebody's talking about trying out for Spartan, they go, you have to have a high GPA. She likes high GPAs.
Good.
The middle school, how much are you involved in middle school?
They work out with us during the summer conditioning.
Okay.
And I'm in contact with their coaches. Abby Fuller is the head coach, and Audra McGuire is the assistant coach. I put Audra in as assistant coach this year, and it's been working out really well.
And they are called the Energizers.
Yes.
Well, that's an important event, important part of all events at CHS.
Yeah. We've got to have a group coming in. You have to have a feeder program.
Do all schools have this, as far as you know?
No, not all of them.
Okay. Yeah, there's only a couple that I could think of offhand that I've seen dance teams outside of cheerleaders or a special group that comes in, and we're pretty lucky to have the group that we have and have it as strong as it is. So
I try.
Well, Sandy, we're going to take a minute here to bring folks up to date on how Spartans are going right now. Is that okay?
That's fine with me.
Okay. Boys varsity basketball took a loss last week at Columbus North, losing to the number 21 ranked in Class 4A Bulldogs, 69-39. This week the Spartans will face the 6-10 East Central Trojans at home on Thursday night at Spartan Bowl, and the 9-8 Greensburg Pirates on Friday night at Greensburg. The Lady Spartan season ended last Friday, unfortunately, with a loss to the 17-7 Yorktown Tigers in the sectional, which was held at the Spartan Bowl. The final score was a 9-point margin for the winners. 49-42 was the final. Delta then beat Yorktown in the championship game, 61-44 on Saturday night, and they advance after advancing over Jay County. The Lady Spartan season record stands at 15-9, 5-2 in the conference play. And we might mention that Mechaniqua will be the opposition for the Delta team in the regional this Saturday. So we wish those young ladies good luck because they did look good during our sectional. And then JV junior varsity basketball, the Spartans lost 60-51 at Columbus North last week, and they'll face the East Central Trojans on Thursday and Greensburg on Friday at Greensburg. Spartan Gymnastics won over Columbus East last week, Final score of 99.425 over 90.875, which brings the girls' record to 6-1. The ladies will next compete this Saturday at the CHS Invitational, featuring Connorsville, Columbus North, Bloomington South, Noblesville, Richmond, Roncalli of Indianapolis, and Morristown. So that's a big event coming up here.
Yes, it is.
Are you involved in any of that?
No,
You
that's
say
Joanne.
Joanne Borders.
Yes.
Okay. She'll have her hands full. I thought
Yes,
maybe
she
you helped
will.
her or something.
No, that's Joanne's.
Okay, that's her.
She's done it. She knows
She
what
had
she's
no
done.
short of experience with Joanne either.
She knows. She knows what's going on.
Well, that's good. You don't want to mess it up, though. You stay
she's
away
fine.
from. But these girls, they work hard too, don't they?
Oh, yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They work very hard. They put in a lot of time. We're ready to do any community
Yes.
event. We've gone out and performed at nursing homes and different places like that. Or somebody needs help with a wedding, they'll call us and we'll go in and, help them out, serve and everything. So, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Gymnastics is kind of a dying sport, though, in high school. There's not
It seems
too
like
many
it.
teams, are there?
It seems like it. I think it's more the expense.
Yes, the expense
the
of the
schools.
equipment.
And that's sad. That's sad.
It is.
It is.
That's not only a very good team sport, but that builds a lot of individual confidence with the individual routines. And
Yes.
but I have some friends that were gymnasts back when I was in school that very decorated and got to do a lot of traveling and whatnot because of that. So you hate to see that go away. And for somebody like Joanne, she's been doing this
Forever.
as long as I can remember back. And I even had her in grade school, and I won't say how many years ago that was in case
come
she
on,
watches. But no, I remember Joanne doing it, and to see all that hard work she puts into not only the school team but the gymnastics center itself.
Yeah,
And
she cares about kids.
sure, yeah,
She
a lot of
does.
work. So hopefully the invitational goes over well, and
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'm sure it will.
I have
So,
no doubt.
It should be an interesting weekend at CHS.
Yeah, it should be.
All those teams coming in. Those are some pretty good teams, I think, aren't
Yeah,
they?
yeah.
Some strong teams.
And they'll be spending money, eating, and everything else.
Okay.
yeah.
You can't beat that.
Nope.
Okay.
That will be, and I think we have broadcast both Friday and Saturday night. I think we'll be home with East Central and at Greensburg. So TV3 will be bringing the boys' games from those two separate games this weekend. Which means your girls are going to be on TV. If they should just keep the camera off me and Ron's what we tell them. So just
Yeah,
highlight your
right,
girls'
yeah,
dances. So.
Yeah. Like I say, seniors do have time Thursday, so.
Yeah, that'd be a very long night. I'm assuming.
Oh, it's going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those tend to take a minute, but it's awesome. When a lot of cases these kids are given 4 years of their life to the sport or sports that they're in, so they deserve that recognition and that special time for everybody to say thank you. So
They do. They do. They put in a lot of time and effort, and so do their parents.
I'll comment on this. J.C. Wilhelm was the Lady
Yeah.
Spartans' only senior this year. And I was driving back. I listened to Brett and Dave on the radio while they were playing, and they interviewed JC. And they said, oh, how can you explain your first time running out of that bowl, what it meant to you? And her answer was, in summary, I didn't realize how much it meant to me until I was injured and not able to run out of the bowl or run out of that tunnel with my team. Then it hit me, and she got emotional. And it was
Well.
like, man, these kids pour everything in to
I was
to their
in the
sports.
tunnel with her when she couldn't
Yeah.
run out, and she was crying.
Yeah, it's tough.
It
It's
was-
tough.
I was like,
And not just for girls basketball, that's for every sport. These
Yeah.
kids pour their heart and soul into something for 4 years, and
Yeah.
a lot of them won't go on and play sports or do dance at that next level. And
Yep.
it's tough to say goodbye. But
It is tough. And she was having such a good year.
yeah, hated to see
I
that.
really felt sorry for her.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
You mentioned Fair Week, Sandy. What do you do during a fair?
We have the dunk tank all week where you can dunk a Spartanette. We have the dunk tank, and then my kids from the studio, they dance before the dunk tank opens every night, Monday through Thursday. And then the kids that we have for camp dance on Friday night before we open it.
So you don't do anything in the amphitheater or anything like that? I thought
No,
maybe you put
no, they've got all the other stuff over there.
Okay.
Now, you still take volunteers for your dunk tank, is that
Yes,
correct?
we do, Clint.
Well, Ronnie texted me on the way here, and he said I would love to get in the dunk tank. So
I'm sure he
we can
would.
get Ronnie in there. We'll set that
What
up.
about you?
So, yeah, yeah. Well, I'll have my people get with your people.
Okay.
We'll do lunch.
I know where to find you, okay? Yeah.
Maybe we can get John in there too. We'll see. We'll see how it goes after the broadcast. But
I doubt it, but we'll see. We'll see.
What's a typical practice session like?
I have a schedule. It's structured. We jog to, we do our stretches, and then we just dig right in.
And where do you hold your
routines and
practice
everything.
sessions?
We have it in the field house during the summer, and then once school starts, we have it in the bowl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, because we usually practice like after the other teams are done practicing in
Okay.
the bowl. Yeah.
And usually a practice session lasts how long?
2 hours during
Okay.
the year, 2 hours each night. So 4 hours a week.
Well, I can understand why your girls have to be in pretty good physical shape.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, a lot of energy. You don't see a whole lot of standing still when they hit that floor. So
And Clint was a part of Guy Girls. So
Yeah, I
he
did.
knows how that part works.
I did, and that was enough for me too. That was. I realized right then and there that dancing was not in my calling.
You did fine.
It was fun. I did have a great time. I'll say that. It was a lot of fun. No injuries. That's always good. We got through it with no injuries. So,
That's what I try.
right?
You never know.
That's goal number one. Every
That is.
guy, girl.
Every
So,
guy, girl. Just hit everything.
girls you're familiar with. The guys you're like, oh God, please don't mess it up.
No, the guys are more worried than the girls
Sure,
are.
I
think.
get that. I get
The
that.
guys are just like, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. It really, and the community responds to it well. They
Yeah.
always come out and show a lot of support.
They-
and want to see what's new with the guy girl. And
Yeah.
It was
it's
fun.
It's just weird because it didn't start out that way.
no, I bet not. What year did you guys start that?
32 years ago.
Okay.
91, 2, 92, 1.
Somewhere around there.
92, 93, 92, 93. Yeah, it started out because that was the first year I had them. And I just wanted something
Sure.
to bring the crowd in, something different, you
Sure.
know,
Yeah.
and everything. And I asked the girls, I think I had 12 or 14 girls, and I said, can you find a partner? We're going to do a couple dance. They go, cool. So we decided on Elvis's All Shook Up, and they came in, and it's like minute and a half, 2-minute routine, just basic stuff. I think we did a flip over the back, that was it.
Sure.
And the crowd went wild, and it was during the season. I'm like, going, okay. And then people were calling the studio, calling the athletic office, going, hey, when are you going to do that boy-girl thing again? We want to see it again.
I'll be.
And I went, we can do it last game. And they said, okay, so we did it again. And then it just
Now
blossomed from
it's
there.
a yearly
now
tradition.
It's, 8 to 10 minutes long, and it's very in
Yeah,
depth.
we had.
Very in depth.
I remember we did individual stunts. Me
Yeah,
and my
we
partner,
do.
we did a
Side straddle.
Yeah. Then we had a big group, a couple big groups where we got together,
Circle
did some
lift.
tosses. Yeah. It was pretty intricate for someone who was not familiar with formal dance. But I held my own. Fran, I did all right.
He did fine.
So that's on Friday the 22nd.
That's on Saturday.
Saturday.
The 22nd, because on Friday the 21st is the Franklin County game.
Yeah.
At Franklin County.
Okay, so you're going to Saturday night. You're going
On
to be
the
busy.
22nd. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
And
I'm not sure that
I know
if
the
we'll be
kids are
there.
looking
We'll have to
forward.
ask John, but we might be.
You better be.
We should be. Yeah. If not, I'll go live and
There you go. You just cover it for us, okay?
I got you.
Well, now I've got the boys getting a half a point each year that they do it.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I got that through this year.
I'll
Because they
be.
work hard.
Sure.
I mean,
Yeah.
they work hard.
Yeah, and they're not in condition 11 months
You
out of the year like
know.
your girls are.
They work hard, and they give me 110%
Good.
every time.
Good for them. That's awesome.
Yeah.
you say 44 people involved in
Yep.
that?
Yep, 44.
That's a pretty good group.
The
It's
bowl
quite a
floor
few
will be
kids.
packed.
Oh yeah. I hope the bowl is packed.
Yeah. My biggest fear that night was I didn't want to run into somebody. That was like with all the moving parts and having to
Yeah.
run here, and I was like, just don't let me knock somebody over or get knocked over. That's it. That's all. That was my biggest fear. So I didn't fall down.
You didn't fall
and
down
I call
or
it a
anything?
success. So
There you
So
go.
you're saying the guys are harder to work with than the girls? Is that what you're
No,
saying?
the guys
oh, okay.
are great. They're ready to go. They are concentrating on everything, on every safety, on every technique. They are awesome. They
That
are
will be
awesome.
between games or at halftime?
Halftime.
Halftime of the varsity game.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
and you said it's an 8 to 10 minute routine.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Worth your money and admission right there.
Yeah.
So you fill the halftime, and then when you guys leave for the floor, the
Then
guys
the
have to
team
come
comes
back
out.
out and warm up.
Yeah. And
Okay.
I've got 4 basketball players.
Oh, so they're not getting a break at all.
Yeah. I got 4 basketball
So
players.
they skipped their consultation with the coach to be with,
They had to get the coach's
You guys.
permission. They had to get the coach's permission.
okay.
They had to get the coach's permission.
I bet
Just
they're gonna
like
be
with
really
Swimming
appreciative.
and wrestling, they had to get the coach's permission.
Uh-huh.
That's all there is to it.
I
But-
bet they'll be very appreciative if it's not going to be a friendly halftime talk. Right.
So, I
Hey,
don't
I'm
know,
out here
but they're
dancing.
like-
Coach Mac's in there ripping their
Yeah.
behind. So.
Yeah, all they do is they put their guy-girl T-shirts on over their basketball uniform
Nice.
and head out there.
Good deal. I'm looking forward to it. It's always fun, and it's something new. It's a different music culture each year. It's
Yeah, we try and mix it up
Yeah.
so that it's
Yeah.
a little bit of everything.
Well, it's a big event, and I know the fans look forward to it.
They do. They do. They ask me about it all year long. When is it? When is it?
And then do you have to have a practice the day after that? Or the?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know if
No.
you got right
No.
back to it or not.
After that, we have the pizza party with the guys, kind of like a thank you. We have a pizza party for
Oh,
them and
well, that's
everything.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the
Are
girls,
alumni invited to that?
alumni can come to the recital
Okay.
because we're putting something together.
Oh, yeah. I'll get with you about that too.
Are you a good pizza maker?
Am I what?
A good pizza maker?
Pizza.
Do you make
Pizza
what do you-
maker.
Pizza?
do you-
No,
yeah.
I don't. Mm-mm.
You
She
don't cook
orders
them?
with the best
We
of them.
order.
now.
No, we go to a facility. We go to a
Oh, okay. I
restaurant.
thought maybe they came
No.
to your house.
Oh no, I have 44 kids at my house.
Well, you never know till you ask.
I had the 22 girls for the Christmas party.
Was it a good one?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Nobody got hurt?
No, everybody's fine.
That's good. Everybody left okay?
Yep.
Good.
Sandy's favorite part was the end. I'm sorry, I won't get you
No,
laughing.
that's okay.
Okay. You have a sideline, don't you?
A sideline.
You're you teach things and things?
Oh, I have the dance studio.
That's
yeah.
what I thought,
Yeah.
yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, been teaching for 60 years now.
What's the age limit?
We go from, I suggest 3, some bring them in at 2, 2.5. We try it, we see if it works. And then I offer adult classes if they want to get like a group of people
Okay.
together and everything.
That's
So there's
good.
really no age limit.
So it works right with your business, what you do. Well, you're a vital part of CHS, Sandy, all these years, and congratulations on all that you've accomplished and
Thank you.
all the good kids you've helped physically and mentally, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. You going to keep it up?
Like I said, until I can't do it anymore.
Okay, Sandy, thanks a million for joining us here on the Spartan Sports Report, and best of luck in all the coming weeks.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody, for watching this edition of the Spartan Sports Report here on TV3. Good night.